you two are really cute together.
Are you unsure? Go for it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like I thought that was a good good talk, but
I'd be interested in talking more.
I feel really bad because like I did like him a lot, but also I don't want to not leave my options open, I guess.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's like the rest of your life.
Oh my god! It was more fun talking with you than the other guys.
appreciate that. I do have to hit the button though.
Yes! Yes! Yes, you do! Yes, you do!
I don't play second chances.
Yes! Go! That's what I want to hear.
What is your type?
So, my original type is a little toxic, a little hood. that was my original type. You know, I like the fast money, the fast lane, you know. But now that I'm going into my more era, I want something more mellow, calm, family oriented. I have a son, so I don't want a hood figure. So I went from more my YG type to my Michael B. Jordan type.
Saw a girl turn down a guy like 4 times, and then he went across the bar and got another girl, and she got jealous and mad and started pursuing him and trying to sabotage him and the other girl he was talking to. What?
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options, and I did, but they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle, and this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby a air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship, and I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better. It seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better, but, after it's all said and done, that wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time. That man wouldn't have missed his kid's first birthday. That man wouldn't have not seen his kids in over a year in person. That man wouldn't have fed me bull and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way. And it's like, I just say all of this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone.
The problem is y'all let social media think you had all these options because of the access to people's accounts. Baby, you ain't got no options. This ain't the stock market, okay?
Having options can sometimes create the illusion that you have unlimited options. When attention is everywhere, it can be easy to believe that someone better will always come along. So you reject one person, move on to the next, and keep waiting for an even better deal. But sometimes, by the time you realize the options you had were actually valuable, those options have moved on too. And that is exactly the problem we have with a lot of women and modern dating.
One of the biggest issues I see in dating today as a therapist and coach is people have fully convinced themselves that they have way more options than they actually do. Because of social media and because of all the dating apps, people are fully convinced that there's always someone better out there for them one swipe away. And what happens then? Every time something feels imperfect, people walk away. Every time something feels like it requires too much effort, people pull away. And every time something requires you to be uncomfortable, people decide that there must be something better or easier out there for them. And here's the harsh truth. Attention is not an option. People in your DMs, not options. People who are liking your story, they're not options either. A real option is someone who is consistent, emotionally available, aligned with your values, and willing to build with you. And those people are rarer than you actually think.
What do you feel about the statement, only women and children and dogs receive unconditional love, but men are only loved under the condition that they provide something?
I disagree.
I think there's some truth in that.
Where do your opinions differ?
I don't know.
Any woman that's worth having has options.
Yeah.
She has a roster. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she got like 10 in her phone right now that are trying to pursue her. That don't mean she wants them, but yeah, it's gonna be a little hard, especially if they have value. She look like she take care of herself, so you know you got to come right, be clean, cut your fingernails, clean your fingernails. You know.
Well, do you think that unconditional love is real, or are people really only as loyal as their options?
No.
Both.
I think 1,000% like unconditional love is real.
So there are guys who you could call now who you kind of fell out with who would still come to your aid.
1,000%, yeah.
No. Are there any guys who could call you where you would just drop anything and go to them, their aid?
100%, yes. Yeah.
Like I said, she has options, so she's looking for the person who can provide the most mentally stimulating, the most financially beneficial. You know, if you can't stimulate her mind, then obviously she's gonna be on a swivel looking for something else.
Attention is not the same thing as a genuine option. A woman might have hundreds of men willing to message her, approach her, or sleep with her, but how many of those men are actually compatible with her? How many are genuinely looking for a relationship? How many are emotionally available? How many would she actually want to build a life with? So yes, women may have more access to attention, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have more quality options. And honestly, sometimes the problem isn't that women have too many options, it's that they mistake having access to many people for having access to many good choices. But then again, some women do have genuinely good men in front of them and still believe something better is waiting around the corner, and that's where things get complicated. But let me know what you think in the comments section. That brings me to the end of my video. Thank you for sticking with me through the end, and I'll see you again in another one, okay?